Novak, welcome back to Dubai. I have
Thank
to
you.
ask you how you are physically, first of all, and also mentally after a little break.
I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. It's been quite a strange period last few months, obviously, with these kind of circumstances that I've been through in Australia. It wasn't easy. You know, I had to take some time off and reflect on what has happened and just collect my thoughts, my energy, and be able to start training again. Of course, depending on whether I'm able to play the certain tournaments. And once I found out Dubai is an option, of course, I had something to work for and to look forward to. And now that I'm here, I'm peaceful because I know that I've done my best to get myself in the right shape and hopefully be able to play the tennis that I have played historically in this tournament.
It's been a while since you played a match. I think it was Davis Cup finals, which was probably early December, late November. What are you expecting in terms of your level on the match court?
Well, in a way, I always expect highs from myself, but in another way, I'm not really expecting too much because I just want to put my attention and focus on every single match that I play, particularly because of the last couple of months, and as you mentioned, not been playing for a few months. The official match is, actually 3 months is quite a long time in our sport. We're used to constantly being in that competitive mode, so probably the first match is the most important one, and how I start the tournament, how I start that match, hopefully with a nice atmosphere on the stands, and trying to get the attention on the present moment and not really think about what has happened or what will happen. I'm going to have a tricky opponent, Musetti, very young player. We played a best of five sets actually in Roland Garros, different surface, but still he can be a very dangerous opponent. So hopefully I can get my level at the highest from the very early on.
You read my mind. My next question was, how much of a threat does he pose, do you think?
Well, as I mentioned, he likes the surfaces where the ball is bouncing a bit higher, where it's slightly slower. And I think, from my experience on the practice today on the center court, and also speaking with the other players, it's played very quick this year, probably quicker than it has ever been that I can recall. I don't mind quick surfaces. Let's see how he finds himself playing in that surface, and I'll try to take away the time, obviously, from him, and I'm going to get myself tactically prepared and hopefully execute well.
Let's talk about Dubai a little bit, an important venue in your career, 30th anniversary of the tournament this year as well. Could you pick out maybe 2 or 3 significant memories you have from this tournament? Maybe they're points or matches or victories or memories?
Well, I was fortunate to do well in this tournament. I think 5 victories and several other finals performances. I had, one of the best matches actually I played here was against Roger in 2011. I think the finals that I won against him in straight sets. And Roger is the most successful player to ever play in this tournament, and he's won it I think 8 times. So it was always very suitable to his game, and we had some really great matches over the years. I think I lost more matches on this court against him than I won. So I'll probably take all the matches that I played against him, because it's always, there's always something extra in terms of importance of the match when I get to play him as one of my greatest rivals.
Let's talk about the world #1 ranking. That's on the minds of many people who follow the sport. The gap between yourself and Daniil Medvedev's getting smaller. Is that on your mind? Is that something you're aware of?
I'm aware of that. I mean, it's just a matter of time when he grabs the top position, and he deserved it more than anybody else, really. So, whether it's going to happen this week or some other week, it's coming very soon. It's not in my hands anymore. I obviously have to win the tournament, but as I understood, in different scenarios, it's really up to him. If he wins where he's playing in Acapulco, then he's going to clinch the #1. But it's not that much of a shock to me, because I haven't been, playing that many tournaments. I haven't been playing the full schedule, and obviously this year I don't know which tournaments I'll be able to perform on. So, I'll be the first one to congratulate him for him clinching the #1. It's coming very close, so he deserved it more than anybody else.
Yeah, you seem to be building a rapport between one another. I've seen some quotes about how you appreciate his personality and his game. It feels like you would have a lot of respect for him if and when that does happen.
Absolutely. I mean, I already have tremendous respect for him, of course, and everything he has achieved and who he is. And as I mentioned before, you know, I love his authenticity. It's very, very independent, very original. You know, he always sticks to his words, and he's always being himself, and which I really respect a lot. And a lot of question marks of whether he plays an orthodox or non-orthodox game, whether his game is boring or not. You know, a lot of people speak a lot of things, and there's a lot of always opinions going around, but he's always delivering. You know, his results are there, and without a doubt, he deserves the top spot of the world. So, as I said, when it happens, maybe not this week, hopefully, maybe in a few weeks' time, I'll be the first one sending him a message and congratulating him.